qualities of that class, of those virtues that those have? And you know, there's a pitfall there. Because lots of us today, when we think that anything has any meaning whatsoever, what we think of is a great contest in the universe between a mighty force of good and a mighty force of evil. And they're equal, and they're quarreling. And you have to decide, you know, in Star Wars, right? The dark side of the force versus the other side of the force. But you know what? That argument won't work. It won't work because, by the way, if they really were equal, how would you know which one to call good and which one to call evil? How would you know which one to call light and which one to call dark? There has to be something beyond them to distinguish them, some standard outside and above them, right? And see, if you take someone's life or someone's property or someone's honor unjustly, that is to say, unduly and without their deserving it, do you know what the word is for that? That means unjust, unjust, which, by the way, is only a term that has meaning if you know what justice is. Evil is, in fact, only good spoiled. And you can't understand evil without understanding the good that is being ruined. And we all know that, all the time. And so, what class do these classical thinkers that we learn about and emulate fit into? What did they do that made them classical? They didn't call themselves that, by the way. What they were to themselves was revolutionary. I'll tell you what they did. Contained in that explanation is my final point. A man named Socrates, the father of Western thought, philosophy. Cicero says of him that he called philosophy down from the heavens and made it inquire into the things of men. Before Socrates, what philosophers did, Heraclitus, Thales, Parmenides, what they did was they were trying to find out the component portions of the universe. Atoms and the void, earth, fire, wind, and air. Long treatises about that. What makes up everything? Socrates, they're dialogues. Some of the most famous and enduring things written in all of human history that have the names of some of those people that I just named. And what Socrates did was he got into a conversation with them, and he confronted them with the question that faced those young people right now. He said, and so you think that the life of wondering about that is the right kind of life. And you know, you only get one. And you'll be dead before you know it. And the second that's just passed, you can never get it back. Their lives seem long to them now, but we know that their lives are fleeting, and they know that their youth is fleeting. Did you catch the note of sadness in salutatorian's remarks? And the promise that she would keep her friend till the day she dies? She already knows about her longevity, you see. And so this life that we have to live, there's just one. And the question is, how should we live it? What is the right way for a human being to live? And Socrates put the point like that. And he didn't say, what is the right way for an Athenian to live? Or a Persian, or a Spartan, or in this time, in this place, or in some future time, or some future place. He said, I would like to know what is right for the class human. It is a very radical question. It goes along exactly, by the way. Do you know what Western civilization is? Do you know what we mean by that expression? Because, by the way, I personally have a treasured and offensive letter from the Michigan Department of Education. Another place, by the way, where you can surely find out. And they said that there was a problem with our curriculum in education because we say that we study Western civilization, whereas global biblical perspectives are to permeate the curriculum. And so I traipsed up to Lansing, Michigan. I've been there twice in my life and hope never a third. And I said, I just thought I'd mention to you that Western civilization is the confluence of two strains of thinking. And one of them comes from Jerusalem, where the idea was born that there was one God for every man. Not this city, not this race, not these people. Every human being, one God, the being of perfection, in whose image all of us are made.
Amen.
It's revolutionary. Changes the religions of the ancient world decisively, right? But